Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. This is our daily show. It's Flex Friday. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate today for February 23rd. We've got 10 games, we've got some fun matchups, and we've got 4 plays for you. Before we get into these plays, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. You're going to double what you put on, so if you deposit the whole 100, you'll get $200 to play with. Just make sure you put that code in, they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. You want notifications on just so you can jump on these plays as soon as we drop the videos, because they do move around and get bumped and get removed sometimes. So if you want to jump on that value, just make sure notifications are on. And if you guys don't mind, just do us a favor and like the video. Literally takes you 1 second to press a button. Just hook us up. We really appreciate it. Helps us grow, helps us get in front of a larger audience. It's really the most powerful thing we can administer to our channel to help it grow. So just press the button. It takes you a second. We appreciate you guys. All right. So these are the plays we're going to be covering. I'm taking Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't have to tell people in my Discord or in our Discord why I'm taking this. This is always a hot play. He's one of the go-to dunk props that we always go to, especially if it's at 2.5. So I'm going to be taking his dunks for over 2.5. And then I'm going with Austin Reeves over 29 fantasy score. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so I'm taking Tyus Jones for over 8.5 assists, and I'm taking Jalen Johnson for over 37 fantasy score. It got bumped just a second ago, so I had to make sure I still wanted it, and I do, so we're good.
Yeah, this is a wild time of day. The lines move a lot on us, but all right. Well, before we get into these breakdowns, we just want to tell you guys about Daily Grind. Try to make it quick. It's an amazing set of tools for daily fantasy sports. The DFS optimizer in particular is one of our absolute go-tos for seeking out plays, especially if you don't have a whole lot of time. And it's also great for confirming your play. Once you've built a narrative around a play that you like, you can just go and compare all the odds makers and all the other platforms in one place and see what value you're getting your play at. It just makes it real clean, makes it easy to put everything in one place for you before you hop over to Prize Picks and you're navigating through demons and goblins and all this stuff. So if you want to check that out, they're giving all of our viewers 25% off, which is a lot of savings if you end up taking advantage of all of their tools. 25% off when you use code BACKDOOR. There's a link in the description of the video, or you can go to dgfantasy.com and just make sure you put in code BACKDOOR, and they'll give you 25% off of all the tools if you want them. They have a lot of different tools over there, so definitely check that out. Take advantage of the discount. And let's get into these plays. So starting with Giannis Antetokounmpo, this is going to be a tough matchup. Anyone playing the Timberwolves, it's tough. We've got a 225 over under. Timberwolves favored by 4.5. So we'll see. They've got some coaching changes that they're still adjusting to with Doc Rivers. Hopefully they can get into rhythm soon. The Timberwolves have been on a heater. So this will be a fun game to watch. Really, I think that's where the battle is going to be, in the paint. So I'm excited to be a part of this. I'm not afraid of this play. But go with your gut, but anyways, 4.5 point advantage to the Timberwolves. So we're not concerned about a blowout in this. I think it'll be a great game. If we hop over here and take a look at Giannis, he's gone over this 8 out of his last 10 games. So like we've talked about before, he's one of the few players who has that old school, dog in him, where he does, he's aggressive at the rim, where we just don't see it like we used to with these bigs. They're not in there just being aggressive like they used to with dunking. 8 out of his last 10. His last game against Memphis, he went for 5. And I will let you guys know, we just like to be as transparent as possible. He didn't hit this last time he played Minnesota. So go with your gut. The reason I wanted to share this play is because I know I'm going to be putting this in so many slips. I know a bunch of people in our Discord, this is just one of those props that I just have to play. Unfortunately, even if I'm okay, he didn't hit it last time. He only missed it by 1 dunk last time. But when he's got a reasonable matchup, he goes nuts. Against Memphis, he had 5. Against Phoenix, he had 6. But Phoenix isn't the easiest matchup either. So he's hitting this more often than not. His minutes, 34.5, 3.3 fouls per game. So I'm not even though 3.3 is kind of high, if I'm just analyzing your average fouls, I'm not concerned about him not getting enough playing time or anything like that. This is their first game back from the All-Star break, so he's going to be totally fresh. I think they're going to want to like really get in rhythm, do well. That's why I was excited about the Brook Lopez play as well last night, which got bumped a full point today. But yeah, I think I just can't not play this play. I think anyone in our Discord can understand that feeling. Like you got to play it. If it's at 2.5, it's at 3 by the time you see this video. Go with your gut, but 2.5, I'm playing this all day. So yeah, Daily Grind doesn't cover dunk props yet, so I'm not going to bounce over to there. But this is Outlier. This gives us a lot of great information. If you want to check out Outlier, we've partnered up with them. 7-day free trial. Just go through the link in the description of the video. All right, so moving on to Austin Reeves. I really like this play, and it's not favored to go over. So again, go with your gut. But I feel really good about it personally. If we take a look at this over-under, we have a 241 over-under. Lakers favored by 10, so this could turn into a blowout. The Spurs could also surprise us, which they have before. They've kept it really close against some very tough teams, and they've blown out some really good teams. So Victor Wembanyama is no joke, and that whole team is kind of in rhythm, So just anything could happen. This is the NBA, they're all professionals, but so this isn't too scary for me, especially because I think if the Lakers do go up by a decent amount, I think Austin Reeves will be one of the people closing that game out. Personally, that's just my take. If we hop back over to Outlier, we can see he's gone over this 8 out of his last 10 games. His most recent game against Golden State, he didn't hit it, but he just barely missed it. This is at 29, and he went for 25.4. And he's averaging 33.3 minutes per game, just 2 fouls per game, shooting the ball 13 times per game over the last 10, and he's shooting 50% from the field, and making 2.6 3-pointers per game, shooting 43%. So his numbers look great. He's getting to the line. He's shooting almost 80% from the line. Excuse me. So I love everything I'm seeing about this, and I feel really confident in this play. I'm going to hop over to the points, rebounds, and assists just to take a look at this matchup here. And if we look against shooting guards in particular, they're 21st in points allowed, 24th in rebounds allowed, 27th in assists allowed. So we got green all across the board here. And he is one of those players who can get active with blocks and steals. You can see 6 out of his last 10 games, he's gotten at least 1 block or steal. And it looks like actually all 6 of those, he's gone for 2 or more. So he's very active on defense, and he can get the job done. And the Spurs are vulnerable. They're 28th in steals allowed, 13th in blocks allowed. So I think this is going to be a good game for Austin. That's just my take on it. I know if we hop over to Daily Grind, this is actually heavily favored to the under. So go with your gut if you're uncomfortable with it. But they've got the odds to hit at 55.73%, favoring the under, but they aren't showing a lot of confidence in that play on their actual odds. It's only at a -125. That's why you want to pay attention to both of these things here. And the reason that I think the odds to hit indicator is popping off so high is because the only other prop platform, or it's just a regular platform, is DraftKings that is showing up, and it's showing it at 27.2. So I think that DG is just noticing that discrepancy, it being set at 29, and that's why they're not like showing you a crazy juiced odds right here on their odds, but they are showing you this because it's recognizing the discrepancy between 29 and 27.2. That's my take on it, why it's so juiced. But in this case, I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to be taking it for more because I do like the fact that he's gone over this so much over his last 10 games. He's kind of in rhythm. Just that one last game is without that last game, he's gone 8 straight going over this. So I feel good about this. He didn't play that many minutes in the last game, just 27. Coming off of a back-to-back against Golden State, I think that this is a good opportunity for him to have a good game. Go with your gut. If there's any of these plays ever on our videos that you aren't feeling, just fade them. It's no big deal. I'm going to pass it over to Jordy for his 2 now.
Yeah, man. So before I get into mine, I just want to tell you guys again about Chalkboard. And Chalkboard is another prop betting app like Prize Picks, and it's kind of like it's a lot like Prize Picks now. I don't have to say that anymore because they do have a protected play now. They've added what they call shield plays, and it's like flex play. You can protect your play now, so it's really cool because you can set your own lines with chalkboard. So it's insane that they let you protect those, because I could take this Tyus Jones 8.5 assists is what the line is set at, and I could bump it up to like 9.5 and get like a 2x multiplier, or I could bump it down to like 7.5 and get like a 1.3x multiplier. So it's really cool. We really enjoy playing over there. You guys should totally check it out. It's like one of the most unique prop platforms I've played for sure, and it's a lot of fun. So definitely go check them out. They're hooking all of our viewers up too right now, so if you go over there and you sign up and you use code backdoor at sign up, they will match your first deposit up to $100. So if you put in 100, you'll get another $100 to play with. So it's a really good deal. Definitely go check them out. We're stoked to be partnered with them now, so check out the link in the description for that. And all right, let's get right into these. So Tyus Jones for 8.5 assists. I feel pretty good about Tyus in this matchup. He's done this in 5 straight games. He had 9, and then he's been on a big heater with these. 16 assists against Dallas, 15 against the Pelicans, and he had 14 last night against Denver. So the dude's on fire with assists. This is a great matchup assist-wise too for point guards. Their OKC's ranked 21st. They're giving up 8.7, so that's pretty much what we're needing. Obviously, there's blowout potential in this game. There always is with the Wizards. But the last time they matched up against the Thunder, they actually looked pretty decent. They match up pretty well. We'll see how they do without Daniel Gafford now, but the Wizards always find a way to keep the games competitive, and their coach doesn't just throw them out because of like insane blowouts. He kind of lets them play it out. So I'm cool with running Tyus. I know if this over-under scares you, I get it. 242 over under with a 16-point spread. Sorry, my phone started ringing. So I feel pretty good about this one. I'm going to be taking it. If you look at daily grind here, his assists are juiced to go over at a 51.61% chance and a minus 125. So feeling good about that one. Definitely going to be taking the over here. Over the last 10, he's done it 6 out of 10, 11 out of his last 20. So over the last 5, he's really been heating up. So just kind of stay in the flames with him here. So yeah, taking that one. And then my last one here is Jalen Johnson for over this 37 fantasy score. This was at 35.5 or 36.5, but they bumped it half a point. That's fine with me. Let's go ahead and refresh it and see if it'll give me the value. Okay, so there it is. He's still gone over this 7 out of 10 times. 12 out of his last 20. And in the head-to-head, it looks a little bit more rough, but I mean, we're talking about a rookie here, and or not technically a rookie, but he's so young. Like, the dude has really just started to heat up this year. He's done this 20 out of the 41 games he's played in 2023. And I just like to stay in the flames with him here. He's done this a lot in the last 10 games. 7 out of 10. He's just missed it a couple times here, only 3 times, and those are against pretty tough teams. He missed it against the Clippers, and he missed it against Chicago, which I don't know, that he should have probably hit against that one. But great matchup for him here tonight. I was looking at his PR to start with, so if you guys like that a little bit more, they did bump it half a whole point, so I kind of went to his fantasy score because he does get a lot of blocks and stuff. He's a very active defender, but it's a great matchup for him. 28th in points allowed to small forwards, giving up 24.3. 15th in rebounds, giving up 7.6. Let's go ahead and just look at the assists too. Even a great matchup assist wise, 22nd in assists allowed, giving up 4.5. And if you look at the head-to-head, he has gotten some blocks and steals in the last matchups. He had 2 in the last game against Toronto and 1 in the game before that. So that's always a good indicator. We always want to see the blocks and steals up when you're taking a fantasy score. So if you guys don't like this one, you can fade it, but I feel pretty good about the fantasy score just with his defensive upside and everything. So yeah, and if you look at the over-under on this game, we've got a 245.5 over-under. So massive over-under with a 7.5 point favorite to the Hawks. So I feel good about this one. If you look at daily grind, it's a 54.22% chance to go over, but they only have it on a minus 118 on their odds because it's a pretty high line, but I think you can get it done. So I'm going to be rolling the dice on Jalen Johnson, and those are the 2 I've got.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's show. Those are the 4 picks we have for the daily show. Looking forward to building out some our protected plays here in a little bit. But we are going to be jumping right in after this video to our underdog video for the day. So if you haven't signed up with underdog yet, make sure you use code backdoor, and they'll not only match your first deposit up to 100, so you get 200 to play with if you start with 100, but they also give you instant pick'em specials. So we always do 5-man slips, so we give you a full slip on our underdog videos, and that's going to be coming up next. So definitely take advantage if you haven't signed up yet. There's a link in the description of the video. Just make sure you use code backdoor, and they'll hook you up with all those deals. And if you guys want to check out our Discord, there's a link in the description as well. It's about 50 cents a day. Really great community. We've been seeing all sorts of new faces in there. Really excited to have you guys a part of the team and the family. So if you do check out our Discord, you just have to go through the link and then go to server subscriptions and subscribe. It'll unlock all the channels for you. But if you do, make sure you hop into community chat and say hey to us. Let us know you're new to the Discord, and we can kind of show you how we run things in there, because there's several different channels for all types of different sports. So we'll help you get a feel for things. So just say hey if you join, let us know you're new. But yeah, have a great Friday, guys. Have a good weekend. We hope you guys just enjoy the games and have fun tonight. Be safe, and we will catch you tonight in the next set of videos.
All right, good luck, guys.